Maggie Moon. Thank you for joining me today. I am going to be briefly discussing Luciferian ideology, at least from my perspective. When you start reading the various works by Michael W. Ford, you're going to notice there is a strong emphasis on self-excellence, because the practice of self-excellence and mastery is so very relevant in all aspects of your life. If you want to be successful as a magician and as a person world, you really must master yourself and seek self-excellence in a way that you define it. It's not something that is preset and someone is going to stand over you in judgment and decide whether or not you are on the path to self-excellence in an appropriate fashion. Only you can decide what that means for you and how you want to implement this into your life. Our beginning work is to begin the journey of self-excellence. So we will often need to do things like implement the 11 points of Luciferian power and work hard on ridding ourselves of limiting beliefs and behaviors. And I've discussed this several times in my other videos, so I'm not going to go over that again right now, but you need to shed your conditioned beliefs that have been thrusted upon you since childhood, either by a religious organization, by your parents, by society. All of these things that you were told that are good or bad. This makes you a good person, this doesn't. You know, if you own this, that means success. No, it's time to shed all of that and connect with within, and then you decide what those things mean to you. Why am I discussing Luciferian ideology instead of ritual or magic today? Well, because I believe that understanding the ideology and thinking about it for yourself and defining what it is for you is a fundamental step in creating success in all areas of this practice. Belief is a core component that will allow you to fully engage in different initiatory experiences as they present themselves along your path. This is a very self-isolate path. This is a path that you choose, you create, you decide what you're going to do with it, and you evolve and grow in ways that are meaningful to you. Only you can define what that is. You need to connect with your inner self and connect with the real you. Understand and know the real you and embrace that as you fare forth. And you will find once you do this, opportunities tend to present themselves more and things just tend to unfold as you go. But it's not an easy path. Things don't always just unfold right away. There are times of great synchronicity. You know, there's good and bad. You're going to have times when things just tend to open up and you tend to be in the right place at the right time and things just flow after a period of a lot of hard work and focus. And then there'll be times, even though you're continuing with your practices, that you will face challenges. And these aren't punishments or signs necessarily that you are not in alignment with your true will. The adversary tests sometimes, and not in a way to make you fail, or if you fail the test, it's eternal damnation. These tests present themselves to assist you evolve and to overcome these challenges. If you approach these situations with a stance of an opportunity to better yourself at a skill or at a task, or even, to become more resilient and firm in your beliefs, whatever it may be, use each as a stepping stone further into yourself and deeper into your own path. Don't give up and throw in the towel when things get hard. The path of the Black Magician really isn't one of a fluffy, airy-fairy kind of mentality. When the going gets tough, the Black Magician has to rise to the occasion. And when you rise to the occasion, you become more. You use that experience as an initiatory experience further in your capabilities and allowing your will and your resolve to become all that more firm. So the ideology is really, really focused upon self-excellence and whatever that means and how that manifests for you. The adversary is there to inspire, to challenge us, and to get us out of that stagnation, that plateau. It's like the butterfly transforming from the caterpillar, okay? And it's through the struggle that the transformation occurs and the caterpillar experiences the metamorphosis and becomes the beautiful butterfly. There are many scenarios that are going to present themselves and offer a similar type of opportunity. You just have to take the stance to see that. You need to have a mindset of being open and willing to learn instead of just throwing up your hands and giving up when something gets difficult. You sit back and you adapt a new strategy for victory. And if it is something that you really want, if it is something that you feel very drawn to and very strongly about, that is for your highest good and for the good of those you love, then you keep working at it. Part of self-excellence is, in the beginning phases, self-liberation. Self-liberation comes in many guises, okay? Primarily, for most of us, the first work of self-liberation is freeing ourselves from previous established religious dogma that we've had to endure our whole lives until we took the stance to turn our back on it oftentimes and begin anew. And even though we fare forth on a new path with new goals, those things sometimes stay with us. So there's a lot of work that needs to get done to truly liberate yourself from those restrictive, false beliefs, limiting behaviors, bad relationships, bad habits. Oftentimes it is us that is in our own way. So we need to figure that out. If we need counseling, if we need, to get our health in management, our house in order, get our finances in order, whatever it may be, go back to school, whatever steps you need to take to assist you and empower you in manifesting forth the type of life that you want. That is the important work, always. I often get asked, well, how do I know when I'm my own God? How do you know when that happens? You are your own God, whether you realize it or not. Okay, so becoming aware of your personal power over your own life and how your actions, thoughts, and deeds contribute to the manifestation of the life that you have right now for you When you come to that realization and you accept full accountability, because no one else is responsible for your health, happiness, and well-being than you. It is up to you. And you can either fully embrace that responsibility, take it and master it and become the best God self that you can be, or you can be a mindless sheep, unhappy, following the crowd to nothingness. The choice is yours. You'll know your own God when you fully accept that accountability and that responsibility, and you rise to that occasion and you start acting like the God of your life. You think before you act. You apply strategy and reason to the things that you do. You validate your results by the successes that you have, not only in your temple, connecting with the various deific masks and demons and allowing them to awaken in your own psyche, but things that you do in your day-to-day life that'll bring you closer and closer to your goals. And once you rise to that occasion, fully accepting that responsibility, well then, my friend, you are your own God. Luciferians, a lot like Satanists, tend to have a lot of focus on the here and now, living life in this earthly realm at this moment, viewing it as something that is meant to be enjoyed and to indulge to a point, right? Overindulgence becomes a poison, but indulgence in the sense of enjoying the finer things that you enjoy is a wonderful part of being here on this earthly plane. So live deliciously, within reason. Always be in control of yourself. Be in control of your habits. Don't allow your habits to control you. And if they are, then you take the steps to remedy that. It is absolutely possible to be either a theistic Luciferian or an atheistic Luciferian. That is a choice to the practitioner. They are too busy living their own lives and striving toward self-excellence and manifesting for themselves the lives that they want here and now, and are masters, or they're in the process of seeking self-mastery of themselves, to really meddle or be concerned about what practices are taking place with another person. It is your responsibility. It is your life. It is your path. It's up to each individual to rise to that responsibility. You are your own God when you realize I am solely responsible for my life here and now, and I am in control of my own life. I am in control of myself. When you are able to control your mind and your body, that is another important component of self-mastery. And when you're able to look at yourself in the mirror and love the person that you are, and realize that you are worthy of respect, you are worthy of the highest care, the highest effort, and you're proud of yourself and your accomplishments, your hard work and your achievements, and you lead by example. You lead by the person that you are, the person that you've become, the person that you radiate. When you look to and listen to your instinctual guide, your inner daemon, you will start to realize where you need to be, what you need to do, what is good for you, what isn't. You'll just have that highway of communication going most of the time, and you will instinctively be pulled to those things that resonate with your true will. Sure, we all have times when we slip up or we make a mistake, and you just have to learn from them. and do better next time. You do your best until you know better, and once you know better, you do better. And that is the key to keep going and evolving in self-mastery, self-excellence, and becoming your own God, goddess. You also want to obtain power and greatness in whatever way that means to you. And when you can look at yourself and see how far you've come over the years, or over the months, or over the weeks, depending, you know, how long you've been at it, and give yourself that moment to honor yourself. Give yourself that due respect. Let your life and who you are and your accomplishments speak for themselves. I hope that this has been of some help to you, and until next time.